I hope I didn't mess this up. I did something wrong. Well, hopefully everyone finds this new live. Uh, well, my fault. Maybe I'll have to cancel this whole thing. I don't know. Uh, Jay, almost homestead. How's it going? She's got country farm. Uh, man, I don't know what happened with that last live I started. Then everything crashed. I had to restart everything. I'm glad everyone's here. Thanks for finding us, y'all. Stead, how's it going? Along the River Homestead, Built on the Rock Homestead, Happy Camper, Vasago Games, Amy, Desilu's Garden, The Apricot Tiny House, Helen Johnson, Dave's Daily Struggle, G Princess is in the his house, Big Dreams Homestead, Stepping Back in Time, Kentucky, Kate Rogers, Building with Todd, what's up? Geeky Gardens, Gregory Lyons, how's it going? Glad everyone, thank you for finding us. I'm not sure what's going on here. The lighting's all weird. Maybe that'll help a little bit. Running solo for a little bit. Jessica's having some issues. There she is, right back there. I'm fine. How's everyone doing? Welcome to Chickenlandia. What's up? What's the nighttime temperatures been? Nighttime temperatures haven't been too bad. I'm gonna say low 40s maybe. Just a guess. Still a little too cold for me running outside without a jacket, but you know. Okay, as for Jessica, where is she at? Where is she at? Everyone wants to know because no one wants to see just me out here. Of course, crew had to go outside. He had to go for a walk. Last minute. Last minute, crew decides he needs to go out and handle his business. Can you believe that? Unbelievable. We got a live show, crew. You got to take care of that well ahead of time. 82 during the day over there. Oh, my goodness. That's already starting to get too hot. Building with Todd. Homestead Humor, how's it going? The doll is bringing some bad juju to the live. That could be. It could be because we brought out the doll. All of a sudden, everything shut down. It's all her fault. I don't know if anyone recognizes this, but man, we had this in one of our videos like a long time ago. it was our it was our Halloween special. I advise anyone watching this not to go back and look at the Halloween special. That's back when I was editing videos, and they're not very good. Whoa. She doesn't stand very well either. I'm afraid she's going to fall down. Dahlia, that's strict orders. I don't know. Don't go back and watch. It was hilarious. Well, we tried something interesting on that one. Like we started hiding the doll in various places in every scene, but considering people watch those videos on all different size screens and small screens and stuff like that. I don't think it worked out too well. But then at the end, well, maybe I should say what happens at the end. Uh, if anyone does want to watch it, it's pretty stupid. Dave Oaknop Farm, how's it going? Samson's Farm, what's up? Homestead Dreaming's in his ass. Pine City Apiary, what's up? Mama tried Homestead. I know. She doesn't stand very well. Holland's Heroes, how's it going? Yeah, man, I'm flying solo right now. I'm hoping that this crew walk doesn't take too long because I don't know if I can handle this by myself. I'm nervous. I'm always nervous during these lives to begin with. And now I'm flying solo? I can't do that. Uh-oh. Here they come. Here comes the real stars of the show.
Oh, thanks. And my feet.
And this is BBC. No bad juju was done. I did not transform Jess into a tiny creepy looking doll. She is alive. She is okay. Well, thank you, Sam Carter. I appreciate that. Two Family Homestead. What's up? Is it raining there? No. We had rain, what is it, a few days ago? A couple days ago? You're not even on there. Let's get you on the camera. So rain, what, a couple days ago? Yeah. We got, oh man, what did we get? 0.7 inches, something like that. There's a lot of water. All of our tanks are filled up and everything like that. Everyone was about to leave. They tuned in. Well, let me tell you, the first I starting up the live, it just froze up.
Oh no.
Yeah, I had to like redo everything trying to get it up. Luckily, all these people were nice enough to find the new live and show up again. I was a little worried.
I think it's the dog.
That's what people were saying.
I think that was a bad idea. It's freaking me out a little bit.
It's freaking everyone out.
It's looking at me.
Yeah, it is.
Look at
it. I didn't move it. It just turned to start looking at you. The doll is possessed by aliens. I told everyone about the history of this thing. And I warned them that was an older video. So I told them, don't go back and watch it.
I don't like that it keeps moving, too.
I can't help it. Like, every time I laugh, it jiggles the doll. And we're back. Thanks for making it, Mac. Click that thumbs up. That's right, Big Dreams Homestead. Let's give this a thumbs up for that creepy doll. The city says that it's just smacked Jim so hard he thought the doll was her. Yeah, interesting side note on that. It was my idea for that last video. It was my idea for her to slap me. But I think she was a little too enthusiastic on it. It's like, cacao, ah. Like when I was like, ow. That wasn't acting. That was honest to goodness pain. Yeah, and you know what? She threw her. She put her power behind that. It all came from the hips. I was like, what? When did you become such a slap master? Stavros Homestead, what's up? Desilu's Garden. How's it going?
What's the title of that video? Do you even remember?
It
was not anything Halloween related.
It was nothing Halloween. It was like something stupid like chores on the homestead or something like that. But if you look really closely, we took a picture of the thumbnail, and the doll can be seen in the motorhome, like above our heads. But you'd have to look very closely, like with a magnifying glass.
Pizzle.
Oh, am I on top of the pizzle?
We need to find it for him.
Okay, well.
Whoa!
What's going on? Entertain the people.
Is doing things.
Talk to the people.
People.
Where is it?
I don't know.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, I'll find it. I'll find it.
Meanwhile, everyone's leaving because sorry about that.
There it is.
We found it. Welcome to Chickenlandia. Found the pizzle. It's moving. Yeah, it's moving closer to you. I'd watch out. Sam Cart asks, "How's the weather?"
It's windy right now.
You know, if it wasn't for the wind, though, it was a really nice day. I mean, the sun was out. It was supposed to be a cloudy day. The sun was out. I'd say the temperature was right around 70. But that, man, it's nuts. I think it was over 20 miles an hour.
Yeah, every time around this time of year, I think when the temperatures warm up, it gets windy.
Yeah. Yeah, we're going to be dealing with winds. Like, my big project right now is trying to dig more stuff out of that giant pit and make the pit even larger. So every time I fling that dirt up, it's just flying back in my face. And in my hair, I'm all kinds of dirty.
Here we go. Now he's settled down.
Yeah, could you hear that? The scratching and the...
He has to scratch before he lies down.
He's got to scratch. He doesn't... Even though he doesn't make any dents in there, it's just... in his mind, it makes everything a little bit more comfortable.
Any progress on the water tank?
Yeah, a little bit. So I'm glad you brought that up. The next video, tomorrow's video, is another tool that I built to help make this build possible. I'm excited about it.
It's a big one.
It is a pretty big tool. I'm not. I'm gonna leave that alone. Yeah, I'm excited about it. And once I built this tool, I realized that the diameter of the hole is not quite the right size. I have to kind of dig that out.
More digging.
A little bit more, and then push those walls back. And yeah, a little bit more digging.
High Desert Homestead said, be honest, did you have the backhoe operator leave those holes smaller on purpose so you could dig?
High Desert Homestead, you found me out. I'm like, get out of here. I got to dig the rest of these holes. Country Homestead Preacher, how's it going? Brasad Homestead, what's up? Any thoughts on some new art in the near future? I was Samson Farms has been asking about that. He just got a new house. They just moved into a new house. They need some art to put up on the walls. They're looking at you.
Well, I've been working on some very small things. Probably not wall art.
Small things. That's what we're working on right now. But, side note, would you consider doing something for someone? like commission.
Yeah, of course.
Oh, interesting. Look at the biceps you're building. You know, I could probably be out there all day shoveling dirt and rocks and everything like that, and it's probably not going to make these arms any bigger. Uh,
Sam said I had dolls like that when I was little. I found them on my floor. I thought they came to life. Made my mom get rid of them. Creepy.
creepy dolls. I mean, dolls are just kind of creepy to begin with, right? Even if they're not intentionally creepy.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's something about making that things look humanoid. It's just, I don't know.
When I
It's
was
off.
little, I had this clown shaped nightlight,
Well,
and it would
that just
make
sounds like
weird shadows on my wall.
that just sounds like the stuff of nightmares right
It was
there.
scary.
Ray asks, "Is there enough clay in your dirt, or do you have to add some?" Thanks. Love your channel. Thank you, Ray.
Thank you.
We have a lot of clay.
I think it might be the perfect amount.
It could be the perfect amount. Maybe a little touch heavy. It's about 33% clay content, which is been pretty good for building. We were able to build that outdoor bar table thing, and that build went pretty well. No, no added sand, no added cement, and we did it. It's held up.
We did it.
Still standing so far. Gigi Barnett asks, "Are your domes going to have skylights in the top?" Well, not skylight per se, right?
So I know some of them. So like our friend Marsha, she put skylights right at the very top, and that's probably a good place for that. But we're probably gonna have solar chimneys right on top, so it can drop hot air.
There's plenty of hot air over here.
But I think we're planning on having smaller windows like near the top. They'll probably be like bottle windows. Yep.
Bottles. Yeah, man. Yeah, so definitely. I don't know if you've checked out that last video, but that we went over the house plans, and she did this amazing drawing, conceptual drawing of how the house is gonna go, and man, that is amazing. If we can get it to look just like a fraction as good as that drawing, then it'll look pretty amazing. Yeah, man, I'm excited. I'm excited about the house build. I'm not excited so much about the back-breaking labor that's gonna go into that, but well, I kind of am a little bit. I kind of am. I think it'll be well. We'll see. We'll see what happens when we when we start building this thing up.
Scott and Charlotte are asking if we know what the floor is going to be like between the two levels. So it's probably going to have to be a wood floor.
Yeah. Yeah. I've been, some of this conceptual stuff that we're bringing kind of to the table, but I've been kind of looking at. I don't know if you're familiar with this little channel, My Little Homestead. Little channel out there somewhere in the desert. Been kind of looking at some of their videos, trying to glean some ideas off of things that we can do, But I'm gonna try and do some kind of wood floor, and part of that inner floor will actually be dirt as well, right? Yeah, it'll rest right on there. I forget how many feet that'll be. The Tinker's Wife, how's it going? 13 Moons Homestead, glad you could make it. Royal Amethyst Acres. It's Visago Farms. Visago Games' other account. You'll be like the Hulk when it's all done, Jim. I'll be like the smaller. I'll be like the tiny Hulk. I'll be like Wolverine. Put it in the chat. Put it in the chat if you know Wolverine's height in the comics. No Googling. 6'5".
Okay.
Incorrect. Wolverine is very, very tiny.
Did you explain what happened to the avocado tree?
No, I didn't talk about the avocado tree.
Yeah, that's outside. It's okay. The doll didn't get it. But yeah, we moved it outside. Oh,
it is still alive. It is still alive. It's not the ghost of the avocado tree. The doll ate it. Heirloom Permaculture, what's up? How's it going? Yeah, Wolverine. He's like one of the tiniest heroes.
Yeah.
But Horticulture Geek got to run. Well, thanks for stopping in, Ray. We appreciate that. The land you can opt out. You have to be coded RU4. Can it be any type? Yes. So for the opt out, it has to be zoned RU4. Usually, any property 4 acres or up are usually zoned RU4, but you got to double check and you got to make sure. Always do your research before buying because you got to make sure it's zoned. It has the correct zoning. Yeah. You can change the zone, but honestly, that's probably a headache, and I wouldn't deal with it.
Oh yeah. Hi, Ron Williams.
Ron Williams, what's up? Houston Firefox, thank you so much for the super chat. That is awesome.
Thank you very much.
Afternoon, GDP and fans. I want a reprint of the top view of the plans. That top view, super detailed. So much information on there.
What more do you need?
What more do you need? Royal Amethyst Acres. Did I see that right? I think you had it. Logan was 5'2".
Really?
Nice. Yeah, he's short. Shorter than me. I'm taller. Not no.
I'm just gonna.
Heirloom Permaculture. You still on here? I got your book, yo. Oh, look at that. Heirloom Permaculture. They sent this. Funny, am I right? Holes, how appropriate. When does the building start? It's already begun.
Has it?
Technically.
We've not filled any bags yet.
We've not filled any bags yet. But I have been slamming the pickaxe into the side of the walls, if that counts as building. I've been slamming it in, and we slamming it tool in the digging more, and then building tools. That's all building. A lot of building going on here. Nah, we haven't put anything in bags yet. We're getting there. Maybe, I think if maybe we can be ready with the walls tomorrow. And if I can get the walls ready tomorrow, then there'll be a lot of sifting. We'll need to do a lot of sifting of the soil because you want to get it as fine as you can. You need that soil fine. You know what I mean?
So fine.
So fine. I don't even know where I'm going. And then that makes it good. You don't want big chunks. You don't want chunks of heavy, solid clay getting in there. Um, Dave, Dave asked if we built a sifter. Yeah, we built a sifter actually a long time ago. Just put that together with some 2x4s and was that half-inch screen, half-inch hardware cloth, and we used that to sift soil for our shed build, and we still have it.
Houston Firefox asked, how many inches of rain per year, and have you filled both 2,500-gallon rainwater tanks?
So our annual average of rain is 13 inches, supposed to be. But we blew that out of the water last year, didn't we?
Yeah, 2019, we got over 22 inches of rain, which is a lot for this area.
Or is it? I don't know.
And we have filled those tanks up to overflowing.
Yeah, I mean, we never really ran out. I think by the time monsoon season came, we were at maybe half level in those tanks. So it filled it up, and we've never really emptied. It's been constantly filling up and overflowing the tanks. That last rain we had the other day, that overflow was pretty much going like all day long. I'm just gonna waste some time with my sound effects. We got a half hour to fill here.
Scott asked, how are you preventing the walls from collapsing? The underground walls.
We're just buffering it with the bags, right? Pretty much.
I mean, the earth here is very hard.
Very tough, very hard soil. So we'll be, tamping the bags, getting it solid. If there's any soil that between the solid ground and the bags, we'll tamp that in there too. I don't think there should be any issues with cave-ins, especially since we're building those underground structures in cylindrical shapes.
Mom, hi Mom, love you.
Hey. Almost Homestead says he wants to see a live reenactment of the slap scene.
Yeah.
That's what he said. I don't think we should do that.
I will not do it without your permission.
Really? That's the first.
What?
13 Moons Homestead. She saw the excitement in your eyes. She saw that gleam in there. We'll see. We'll see. Maybe at the end. Maybe we'll do a live. Maybe I'll take those hits live. Ooh, I don't know. I may have to take that back. I'm not making any promises. Given your consumption, how many drought months would your water supply last? Since we've never run out, my thoughts are if both of those things are filled, it would probably last approximately 6 months at our current rate of consumption. Did that sound technical? It's just a guess, but I'm pretty sure it would last a while because it's just our immediate needs right now. Cooking, drinking. Crew pretty much takes up most of the water. This guy drinks like a gallon just as like a little sip.
Have you thought about making a sled to fit an extension ladder with a Harbor Freight winch to get excess dirt out of your holes?
I never thought about that, but it's interesting.
You've been just chucking it out.
I've just been chucking it out.
I think we might have to figure something out like that for the deeper holes that are like 8 feet.
I'll just keep chucking it out.
Okay.
Pumpkin chucking. Do you two have Facebook? Yes, we're both on Facebook. We both have Facebook accounts. We also have a Green Dream Project page. We can find that. Did you know that doll moved? People have been saying that doll moved. It's looking at me now. You're crazy.
Scott says we're copying your septic setup right now.
Oh, very nice. Very nice. Dahlia says the doll wants to slide. It's going to be like that scene from Airplane. Does anyone remember the movie Airplane where that lady was like all hysterical and they took everyone lined up just to smack her? Ray asks, "Hey J&J, why did you choose earth bags over straw bale, cob, or adobe?" It's a good question.
I think I wanted to do a whole video on that, kind of comparing different earthen buildings.
And I said no, X-nay on that.
But I think that would be interesting.
It might be interesting. So there's a lot of benefits to all the different techniques, and for sure, I mean straw bale. I think if we weren't doing this, straw bale might be a really great way to build, and we might still be doing that. Don't think we won't.
They all have their, different factors you have to think about.
One of our biggest factors in doing what we're doing is cost, and it could save a lot of cost as far as roofing goes and stuff like that.
Yeah, I think that was a big thing, like the roof. And there's a lot of lumber that goes into roofing and roofing materials, so that's a big cost. And earth bag is one of the only ways to get around that, because you can build a dome with it.
And surely we didn't want to put the cost and energy into building a giant roof.
We already have one of those.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, thank you, Houston Firefox.
Thank you, Houston Firefox. And don't call me Shirley. That's right.
Oh, Sam asked, why did we choose the bags that we choose? Said I've watched videos on sandbag homes and they usually use the long tubular bags.
Really good point. So are we caught up? You caught up to me?
I don't know.
I think so.
Maybe.
Good question. So the long tubular bags is usually called super adobe. And that is the preferred way to do it. If you can get a hold of some, and it's a little bit pricier. Like we went with single bags just because I thought it might be a little cheaper.
Yeah, plus we could buy misprinted bags from a supplier
at even lower cost.
Yeah, which that's not really an option for the tubes.
Yeah, tubes are usually made specifically for this, so again, it's going to be a little bit more of a specialty item.
But the tubes will go faster when you're building.
And plus, like, we can only really count on just the both of us being out here working on it. And I think bags would make that a little bit easier. I think you might need at least another person working with the tubes. But yeah, if you can, I mean, the tubes would definitely go much faster if you got the people working together. And we wanted to go with wider bags as well. And honestly, I just couldn't find the rolls as wide as we wanted some of those bags. Dave says, excuse me, my voice. Dave says, my GDP perennial plants are doing awesome. I'll have a video soon, but I have dozens of your seeds growing happily. That's awesome to hear.
Yay.
That's awesome to hear. Have a bagging party. You know what? You know what's been awesome about just putting this build out there on social media and stuff like that is that we've been offered, a lot of people have been offering to help and stuff like that, and that is amazing. And honestly, I'm stunned by all the help. We just can't have anyone out here because crew might maul them.
Yeah. Well, that is a concern.
I'm just kidding. Crew won't maul anyone.
No.
Unless they bring dogs or small children.
Oh, okay. Ew.
Good night, City Stead. Get those beautiful babies to bed. I'm bringing Zeus. Uh-oh. Well, Zeus will call down the power of thunder on crew. God, cacao. Jim says, what was the cost of building the rain roof? Too much. I think it was just over 4,000, wasn't it? Just over 4,000. Not too bad considering, we raised, it's a roof.
And it's provided us with all the water that we've needed.
Yeah, I mean, so far we haven't had any water deliveries after we put this thing up, so it'll take a while to catch up to the cost of the water deliveries and take a little while to get paid back, but not too long. I don't think. Maybe 10, 20 years.
20 years? What?
Blossoms and Bundles is in here. She was the one that asked about the Earthen Greenhouse.
Ah, yes.
I saw that question. Instagram, what's up?
Yeah, that is definitely in the plans.
Is it? What kind?
But it will be underground.
Underground, because everything we do has got to be underground, right? Everything's going underground. Probably, what's that called? Wallapini?
I think so.
Did I pronounce that right? Underground aquaponics. That's a nod of approval. Underground aquaponics. You heard it here. Hold her to that. Feet to the fire. That's true. Water is not the only payback on the roof. Yeah. I'll tell you, the shade is priceless out here, honestly. But that was such a game changer last summer, wasn't it?
Oh yeah, it was huge.
You still didn't like to be outside, but when you did, it was bearable, wasn't it? Like you get out in the just that intense sun, you get under the shade, a world of difference. But it's too cold in the winter. Then in the winter, you want to be out in the sun.
Scott asked, is the Yuca plant you had on the video edible? Let's see. I'm trying to think. The video. It's probably the soap tree Yuca. And
I would eat it.
The flowers are actually edible, and I've tried that before. You can eat them when they're like buds. And it kind of tastes like lettuce.
Nice.
And I believe the stem and the roots you can make the soap out of.
What is the coldest temp you had in the winter? Oh, you should know that. Did it get did get into the teens, didn't it?
The coldest that I recorded was 13 degrees. That was not this past winter,
yeah.
but the winter before.
What's the coldest one this winter?
I don't think it even got into the teens.
No?
Maybe 19.
Oh yeah,
But,
probably
like,
probably
upper
just
teens.
maybe just dropped below 20. Too cold for us, I'll tell you. But it's been warming up. The heater has been coming on less, and I am loving that. Okay, Dave says 13 is cold. He's gonna be the authority on that. But that's like in the it's like in the dead of night or like just before dawn. That's when it gets like coldest. And then it heats up real fast. Then the daytime temperature is usually like in the 50s around that time.
Driftless Acres will be doing water catchment and solar on our new goat barn, shop barn build.
Nice.
That is exciting.
That is exciting. Building what Todd says, 32 is the lowest ice hockey. Yeah. You remember those? Remember those times?
Yeah. I remember.
What else do we got here?
I was told rain barrels would pay for themselves. I haven't seen them write a single check yet.
What? Those things aren't writing checks for you, heirloom permaculture? What's up with that? Our tanks have been writing checks left and right. Cat. I said, get those things to work. Stacks on stacks. Making that money.
Jewelry Time asks, would a misting system work for you for cooling, or would it waste too much of your catched water?
Yeah, I wouldn't. I'm not a fan of the misting systems. Like maybe for like animals or something.
Yeah,
like
I've
that.
considered it for the chickens for the hottest parts of the year.
But for us, man, I just deal with the heat. Driftless Acres, thank you so much for the super chat. Did chores tonight as it rained, sleeted, and snow at the same time. Oh man. Would you still homestead in like let's say we're back in Wisconsin? Do you think you would would you still choose this type of lifestyle even in the cold, harsh drudgeries of Wisconsin?
Yeah.
Now, if you could shoot now, but you would rather do it here.
Yes.
Why is that? Too cold?
I can
You don't want to deal with the
tolerate the heat better than the cold.
So. That's true.
It's just
you
a
hibernate.
Personal preference.
You hibernate in the cold.
Yes.
We need to catch rain off the tunnel. Do you need to catch rain off the tunnel? Heirloom permaculture, do you need to save all that rain? Get so much rain. Unbelievable. Send some of that rain over here. James Carrot. No, we did not discuss the roof yet for the water tank. We we'll probably get more into details on that yet. And I say that because surely we have everything planned. And we're not just flying by the seat of the pants. Obviously, we have a plan for the roof. And we'll go into detail on that. Not here, because I can't divulge those plans that we surely made. And they do exist. I'm just kidding. We'll probably do some type of ferro cement top on that.
But we want to also be able to catch rain off of the top of the water tank, and then it'll go.
That's right. What's going to be cool about this water tank, if we do it right, not only will we replumb our roof to over to that tank, but the roof of the water tank will collect water as well, adding to our catchment area. Gotta get that water, y'all. Ooh!
For the hashtag Earthbag Lives Matter Fund. Thank you, Houston Firefox.
Thank you, Houston Firefox. Thank you so much for that. Earth bag lives do matter. Eric Johnson says, what a plan? Yeah, sometimes I don't even, planning is my weakness. I'm like, we got to build something. I'm just going to go out, start building.
Mm-hmm.
Luckily, she's here, and that's why things come together. Because, like, hey, let's put a plan together. Let's have some idea before we go out there. And I'm like, oh, okay. But that's how it should work, right? Work together, have a plan in place, person of action to get it done.
Paul said, I think people don't realize the bagged earth home will be naturally cool. Yeah.
It will be naturally cool. Plus, it'd be good for regulating temperatures, right? See what those gin isn't. See, it's up to the women to make sure that some quality goes on.
I'd have to have a cabin if we homesteaded in Wisconsin. Yeah. I think I would have a log cabin.
Would you?
Yeah. Just like my great grandparents lived in northern Wisconsin, and kind of I'm sure it was like homesteading back then, growing a lot of their food, building their houses.
Yeah. Come from almost like a lineage of homesteaders, didn't you?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, my grandparents.
We had some of that in our family too.
Did you?
Yeah. One of my uncles not only built his own house, built houses for kids and everything like that. Yeah. Yeah.
People like your haircut.
Do they? Oh, that's her too. She chopped off my hair. I was actually gonna shave it. It just, bzzz. But she said, "Nah, just a little bit of hair on top.
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit." Lots of homesteaders in my family in Guatemala. I imagine. But for me, the whole idea of kind of going into this lifestyle, like me, I didn't even like going outside as a kid. I was like, when the sun hit my face, I just shrieked in horror and then ran back inside. So I don't know what I'm doing.
Junior asks, do you ever think of geothermal? And we looked into geothermal a little bit. What I saw was maybe out of our price range. And I don't know if that's something we could do ourselves. So right now we're thinking of doing as much passive, heating and cooling as we can.
As passive as we can.
So with the design of the house itself, and then for heating, we may have rocket mass heaters, and then we have some plans in place for cooling if that's needed. But I think the walls itself and going underground should regulate the temperature a lot.
Jim H says, with all the rain you get, maybe a covered pond or two for animals, plants, and trees. We would love to have ponds out here. I think we could do it. I think it would be an excellent addition. Steve Rogers says you could always do a horizontal geothermal system 6 feet deep with a blower just to move air through the tubes. Yeah, very simple. And a lot of possibility in there. Be very effective. How many acres total? 40 acres. A little bit of stretching room. Getting us started on homesteading. How's it going? Hello, everybody. Jim and Jessica. That's one. uh, it's Bub. Catch that. Road to homesteading. How's it going? Yeah, I'm pretty sure that doll did just blink.
Or did it wink because it has one eye?
Blossoms and Bundles says, you know what your house needs? Booby traps. Possibly because you do know what they look like, right? So what have you been up to this past week?
Guess same things as usual.
I
don't know. It's
the usual, everyone.
all the things.
All the things. What about the chickens?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Maybe people are interested in the chickens. There's been a development, right?
Well, yeah, I was a little worried.
Oh, sorry. Keep kicking.
That my chicken Chaska was not really fitting in with the rest of the flock. She's kind of getting picked on, but I think it seems like they're getting used to each other. I've been watching them, and they're all kind of eating together without a fuss, hanging out a little more.
So Chaska's still probably at the bottom of the pecking order, but it's a little bit more integrated in with the other ones, huh?
Yeah.
Nice. I think it's Bill from Honest Open Permaculture. Hey guys, I'm out slinging those pizzas, but I made it for a few minutes. Well, thanks for joining us.
Yeah, thanks.
Dahlia says, I knew they would. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, because I was a little worried. There's a little bit of that tension, and didn't seem little Chaska didn't seem to like hanging out too much with the other birds, but she did seem a lot more comfortable than when she was all alone now.
I think so, yeah.
But now they're integrating, playing a lot nicer.
Have you ever found any relics from the past on your 40 acres?
I did find. Wasn't it like 10 pesos? I think I found a 10 peso coin once. That was kind of interesting. Didn't we find some tiles or something like that?
Tiles from, it looked like they're from the 60s or 70s, that kind of design, if you count that as a relic from the past. And I found a spoon, but nothing like super ancient, I don't think.
Yeah, so there's still definitely a lot of more exploring to do. But it could be interesting to see what other things we might run across. 13 Moons is asking how our first Earth Bag project is holding up.
Oh, really well.
Really well.
Yeah.
Even the plaster, I was a little worried about the plaster, and there's a little bit of cracking and stuff like that. Nothing major, nothing's falling off, which is good. How early in the season for the first Mojave rattlesnakes to appear? Oh, man. That is a question I don't even want to think about.
I think we can probably start expecting them pretty soon. Maybe next month.
Yeah, honestly, anytime. As soon as it starts warming up, it could be out. And they were kind of out late last year, weren't they? I think we saw one as late as like November or something like that. Houston Firefox, thank you so much.
Wow,
Super
it's on a
generous.
roll.
I think Bill from Honest Open Permaculture has noticed the doll. Farming our backyard, how's it going? Oh man. So far I think we've done pretty good on dealing with the snakes. You know, the obvious the first time we saw a rattlesnake definitely freaked us out. Like we had no idea what we were doing. Um, but then the more rattlesnakes we came across, the more comfortable. It's weird that you could say that you've been comfortable around a rattlesnake, but we haven't had any issues with the rattlesnakes. Like they haven't been like aggressive or anything like that. They usually just want to like get away from us.
Yeah. Well, I wouldn't say we're comfortable.
No,
with
we're
them.
totally comfortable. We just pick them up and pet them, and we just wear them around our necks, and they're our friends. This is more likely one or two rattlesnakes will fall into the excavations. I hope not. So that means we got to get them out of there, and that wouldn't be a fun.
Oh my God.
Andy McCurdy says, I saw a copperhead on the Arkansas River today. Oof.
Oh. Careful.
Rattlesnakes are tasty like chicken. I wouldn't. Would you eat a rattlesnake?
I don't know.
That's not a. It's not a like. She didn't just bust out like no. She was thinking about it. I don't know.
I might try it.
You never know. Do you guys have to check your shoes before scorpions or spiders before putting them on? We usually keep our shoes inside, so I usually don't. But tell them what happened to Peter.
Oh yeah, for some reason he had his shoes or
He was always leaving his shoes outside.
outside. I don't know why. And there was a desert centipede in there. Those things are huge and they have a very painful sting. So don't want to shove your foot into.
That was crazy.
Yeah, we don't really get any things like that coming into the RV. In our house that we lived in central Arizona, we would get scorpions and spiders and stuff in the house, and so we had to check our shoes.
Yeah, you don't want to put your foot inside with a desert centipede. All right, we're getting down toward the end. Should we give him a live slap?
Okay.
Oh man, did you see that? She wants to do it. Okay, we're gonna do this live.
Ready?
A live reenactment of the slap. Okay, are we going? Ow! You gotta do it. You gotta do it a few times. Ah! That's for you guys. Live slaps. Because we love you. Oh man. Maybe just a little Dahlia. So that's it for us. Thanks so much, everyone, for joining us. On that note, we'll call it out here. Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you so much to our moderators. We really appreciate it. All right, you guys have a good night. Definitely check out tomorrow's video. I'm excited to show that tool. And we'll see you then. Good night. Bye. Bye.